So, that's what it looks like. Now all you have to do is rely on your algebra skills, right? 4x squared plus 8xh plus 4h squared. I skipped a couple of steps. Minus 5x minus 5h plus 2 minus 4x squared plus 5x minus 2 over h. 4x squared, what happens to the 4x squared? 5x and the 2. Now at this point, if you see all of those cancel, what are you saying to yourself?
You did it right.
I'm a winner. I feel good about myself. Right? So you don't have to put smokestacks on your truck. Plus 4h squared minus 5h over h. And what happens to the h's? Well, that one cancels there. Leaves 1 there. And it cancels there. And that leaves you with 8x plus 4h minus 5. Limit as h approaches 0. We'll take that term out. And what are you left with? 8x minus 5, sorry. 8x plus a negative 5. Or 8x minus 5. Every time I use the eraser with this thing, it doesn't work, so that's why I did that. See? All the other rooms, when you use this, it erases. But not this room. This room is different. So, that's your answer. Now, 2 times 4 is what? 8, Hubert. X, what's 2 minus 1? 1. Minus, this is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. Plus, what's 0 times 2? 0. So your final answer is 8x minus 5. Oh my gosh! It's the same answer. And you all, what? Feel good about yourselves. Okay, the next one should throw you a loop. Hopefully it will discourage you. And I cannot, see, that's another thing. I can't add a page. But if I go to the whiteboard, I can add a page. Oh yeah, the sky's falling, Armageddon is here, and Judgment Day is here. Y'all got that? That was for all the people that were hamming in and sending me like 5 emails. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get back where I was. Where is the, there it is. All right, now y'all do number 2.
Is there a way to shortcut that like you did number 1?
Yep. I just not going to show you. Because I want you to do it like that. No, I'm just kidding. You do it using the quotient rule of derivatives. denominator times numerator prime minus numerator times denominator prime over denominator squared. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do it the right way. You got to do it mathematically. The denominator is g of x, so it's got to be g of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x over g of x quantity squared. Now you know what it is.
Facebook message.
Usually when I do the problem like this, after I've done a bunch of these, what do students do? They stare at it. Why do they stare at it? Because it's not in quadratic form. So you stare at it. No. You just write it and plug in what? Just like we did before. Now, why did I make h a fraction? Because I'm dealing with what in the top side? So, you can do it two ways. Either you can get a common denominator up here first and then distribute the h, or you can distribute the h then get a common denominator. It doesn't matter. But what is the common denominator of x plus h plus 9 times x plus 9? Or what is that common denominator? X plus h plus 9. That's right, class. So, I've got to get a common denominator. x plus h plus 9. How many times will x plus h plus 9 go into x plus h plus 9? 1. 1 times this is that. How many times will x plus 9 go into x plus h plus 9? I'll tell you what, let's make it x plus h plus 9 times x plus 9. How about that? Might make it easier. There. So this will go in this x plus 9, so that'd be x plus 9 right here. Now how many times will this go into this? X plus h plus 9, right? So 4x plus 4 times x plus h plus 9. God, what a mess. All multiplied by 1 over h. Mr. Ryder, did you do all this?
Nope.
What did you do?
I gave up.
I was hoping you'd say quit, but... And now you've got all of this. Did they get a common? I wonder if they got a common denominator. Let's see if they got a common denominator. Because that's what I would do. I'm not going. Where's the sound? There it is. Okay, how can I fast forward? Okay, did they plug it in? Yeah. Did they get a common denominator? Yep. Looks like they did. 2a plus 1, a plus h. Yeah. Yep, they got a common denominator, so I wasn't wrong. So now you've got this times that. Is that what we got? Okay, y'all not looking because y'all can't see. There we go. All right, I'm going to pause it right here. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't leading y'all astray. What do they have right here? A binomial times a what? A trinomial. What do we have? Binomial times a trinomial. And then a binomial, the other part, times trinomial. So I think we're good, right? And then multiply by 1 over h. What will you have on the bottom? H. So I'm not leading us astray. So I want to make sure I wasn't leading you astray. So finish it up. Meanwhile, I'm going to erase this part. And, well, no, I'm not going to erase it. I'm going to highlight it. I'd like to move it. Okay, so we'll move it in parts. Just like WebAssign, no pattern. Is that it right there?
It was.
What'd you say?
It was what I guessed, or my little, the way I...
Oh, you came up with something. You invented something
I'm
new.
an engineer.
You need to go work for WebAssign. Well, you might have done a form of the quotient rule. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this. X plus 9 times 4x plus 4h plus 4 minus 4x plus 4 times, why do I keep this in brackets? Because I just want to confuse you.
Yes.
The one time she speaks and it's to condemn me.
Keep it separate.
Why?
So you don't accident-
You're right, keep it separate. Why? Why am I keeping it separate?
Because of the minus sign.
Because of the minus sign, because people forget that minus sign does what?
Flips all the other
It
signs.
flips all the other signs. So you've got to, and that's a good habit to get into. Whenever you have a minus sign in front of a bunch of crap, you better put brackets around it because you're going to forget to distribute it. Just a little word of caution. X plus H plus 9, all that over H times X plus 9 times X plus H plus 9. I don't know why that thing is still, I don't know why it's still got a thing around it. There. All right. So I'm going to erase the top. Because we're going to go through that in Congress to copy and paste it. I'm not going through that right now. So, x times all this is going to give you 4x squared plus 4xh plus 4x plus 36x plus 36h plus 36. Y'all check me. I think 9 times 4 is 36. Minus, brackets, 4x squared plus 4xh plus 36x plus 4x plus 4h plus 36 all over h times x plus 9 times x plus h plus 9. So that's going to give us 4x squared plus 4xh plus 4x plus 36x plus 36h plus 36 minus 4x squared minus 4xh minus 36x minus 4x minus 4h minus 36. Now, see what cancels. Turn on the freaking heat in here. Don't y'all know it's supposed to be freezing in here? It's supposed to be uncomfortable for you. The more uncomfortable I make it for you, the more discouraged you'll get. 4x squared cancels. 4xh cancels. 4x cancels. And yes, you can combine like terms, that's fine, but I don't have enough room up here. I'm very restricted to what I do. So 36 cancels. Anything else? That 36x should cancel. Yeah. 36x should cancel. And what should be left? All your what? H terms. So 36H. Is that it? Minus 4H? And over H times X plus 9 times X plus H plus 9. And the H's do what? Cancel out. 36 minus 4 is what?
32.
So 32 over X plus 9 times X plus H plus 9. And then limit as H approaches 0. What happens here? That's 0, you get X plus 9, right? So 32 over X plus 9, what? Squared. What'd you get? You didn't get that?
I need to go work above the sign.
You didn't what?
I need to go work above the sign.
Okay. Let's see what the answer is. If I did it by the quotient rule, first times the derivative, the denominator times numerator prime. What's the denominator prime? X plus 9 quantity squared. So I think I've got it right. I'm going to just type in 3 because I'm lazy. What do you hit? Submit answer. And 15 minutes later. Oh my gosh! Look what I got. That's what Barney Fife used to do when he was right. Y'all know who Barney Fife is, don't you? If you don't, then you're lying. He's my hero. How do you feel about that? You want to do another one? Or okay, well let's move on then. Let's do something else. I think y'all are tired of doing these. And it's all about y'all's comfort, right? It's all about what y'all want to do. And I can't work this machine. Now, I'm still trying to work the machine. All right, let's go to, how do you turn this off? And let's go to the handy dandy grade book. I meant your book. Really? And find the derivative section. Right now, we have just finished, I'll tell you what sections we just finished. We just did the limit, which is 2.2 and 2.3. Make sure I'm on the right chapter. Yeah. We just did 2.2 and 2.3, and I think we're on 2.7 right now. I'm pretty sure we are. Or 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. 2.8. So right now you should be, I don't care about the other homework. You can work on it if you want to. That's fine. But right now, I usually give you homework as I go. And right now, I think I've given you, 2.8 derivatives function. So that should be what y'all are doing for homework in y'all's homework. Now, Chapter 3 is where we start the derivation rules. In other words, you don't have to do the what we've been doing, the difference quotient. So let me move you over to Chapter 3. And the first rule, how do you write derivative? Well, as you can see on page 172, they write their derivative like this. D over dx. Now you've got to get used to the different ways of writing derivatives. I'm just telling you. Because some teachers are very anal about it. Others don't care. I really don't care. I do mine. If you have f of x as a function, I do f prime of x. This is the way I do it. Okay? So if f of x is equal to x squared, then f prime of x is equal to 2x. This is the way I do derivatives. Okay? Or y prime. In other words, they say y is equal to 2x. I say y prime. I do not use dy dx. I do not use d over dx. I don't use that because that confuses students, especially first-year calculus students or first semester. In other words, if this is the first time you've seen calculus, then this is going to confuse you. So I use this. And you will see other people. If I give you y, if I give you y is equal to 2x, then y prime is equal to 2. This is the way. If I don't do it like this, I'm going to do it like that. Then why do people do it like this? Well, I think they do it like this because it looks more mathematical. That's why I think people do it. But that means that you're taking the derivative in respect to x, is what it means. And now see here, they got f prime. If you look on page 172, they got f prime. So don't ask me. I have no idea and it won't go away. So now look at this first one. What's the derivative of any number? The derivative of any number is 0. So you need to write that down. The derivative of any number is 0. So the derivative of 5 is 0. The derivative of 100 is 0. Now, they don't go through and write the different forms of writing. Usually the book does that, but here's one. The derivative of x squared is 2x. The derivative of x to the third is 3x squared. Now, they're doing it here by what? The difference quotient. But probably on the next page, they're going to show you the actual rule that they're using. If they don't go through another thing of difference quotient. They may go through and make you do that a little while. I don't know. Nope, there it is. The first rule of derivatives, besides the derivative of a constant is a whole number, it is right here. Now, I like to write it like this. if f of x is equal to x to the n, then f prime of x is equal to n times x, n to the minus 1. X to the n minus 1. So that's how I write it. So if I give you f of x is equal to 2x squared, then what am I going to do with that n? I'm going to bring it out front. No coughing in class. And then what am I going to do with the exponent?
Subtract 1.
I'm going to subtract 1. And then now f prime of x is equal to 4x to the first power. Or 4x. Now this is one of those things that you need to practice 15,000 times tonight when you go home. Okay? Because this is one of the first rules of derivatives. So it's important. You need to make sure it's written in red. Okay? Highlight it. So what about this one? F of x is equal to negative x to the 5th power. Well, first of all, that is nothing in front of it. There's nothing in front of that x. Yeah, there is. F prime of x. What the heck is happening with this thing? It's writing itself. F prime of x is equal to negative 1x to the 5th. And then an f prime of x is equal to negative 1 times 5 x to the 5 minus 1. And negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Negative 5x to the 4. Okay, now let's do a couple on whiteboard so I don't have everything in the way. I don't have enough room to write something.